Aquarius, hey, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in with me. We're going to get a little read and see what's going on with you, see what's coming in for you, what you need to be live to. This is for any significant Aquarius placement, or if you have a prominent placement in the 11th house, even if it's not in the sign of Aquarius. Or if you are a Leo rising, that makes you an Aquarius descendant. And we're just going to dive right in. Okay, let's check this out. Opening up with Arcane BS. I'll just warn you, like the reads have been really weird. There's been some really interesting messages coming through. Okay, I do feel like there's been a pretty wild shift in the energy between the full moon leading up to tonight. I don't know if you all are picking up on that. You may be picking up on that. All right. I do feel like there's some kind of message you're going to get. It's going to come in. It might be in relation to a trip or possibly a house that might require like some kind of move or some kind of travel. Okay, it doesn't feel like it's in your local locale, though. It feels like it's more of a great distance. There's some kind of message you get, and it kind of has you scratching your head about this. It may be in connection with a Leo. It's just coming in, or this could have been something that came up last Leo season that's sort of coming back around the bend, and you're looking at this. This could be coming in very strongly for you if you are a Leo rising, because that makes you an Aquarius descendant. Just pick this up really strongly. It's just an initial message coming in for some Aquarius out there, right? As with all things, you know, take what applies to you, toss aside the rest. It is a collective read, not a personal. But if you want a personal with me, you can reach me at broadcoven@gmail.com and I'll hook you up, okay? We have the pyramid-headed bird here, all right? Bird is the word. There's some chronic loop that you have freed yourself from here. Notice how the Ouroboros has been separated, okay? So it's like there's something that you have digested enough. You've also gotten enough insight into the situation with the owl here, okay? And you got certain wisdom backing up a decision you're about to take. I feel like you're also protected. You're protected under, I heard, under the light of the dark moon. Interesting. Interesting. Somebody was recently listening to Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. You may have been watching it, watching Wizard of Oz while listening to that album. Maybe you were hanging out with friends. That's coming in for somebody. But I feel like the next new moon that comes in, it's a Pisces new moon. There could be a Pisces in connection with this or something going down in Pisces season, okay? But you're about to manifest something. Right? You're just about to take off in this direction. I feel like the new moon will bring sort of the initiation point of this thing. It's got a to be continued sort of vibe about it. It may come in as like a plan that you have. It could be to go on some kind of trip, some kind of journey, something you feel like you have to do. You could be talking to somebody about this and you could be getting a message from them where maybe they're trying to like sort of like foil your plans, throw a wrench in your plans, or there's just some kind of news that sort of leaves you scratching your head. Or maybe you plan to go on a trip with someone and then they're kind of like backing out last minute and it feels hella sus. That's what I got. Okay, there's something strange here. Let's check it out. Let's see what's coming in for you, Aquarius. What's coming in for Aquarius? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is funny. Okay, so we have the dragon. I have no effing clue. Yes. Okay. Yeah, something here. You're just like, what is with this? Something feels off. Okay. Something feels off. You have no effing clue here. And I do feel like you're kind of like at the ready. Like, you know, you got that sword up. You know, there's something that you do know to be true for you, but you have no effing clue where this person's coming from, especially when you get this message. And there's almost like, there's a part of you that feels like, you know what, I feel like I kind of need to, like, you know, I don't know, maybe I have really good boundaries around this, or I shouldn't just be so readily, you know, open and available to this person. Okay. You may even have some strong words for this person that you have, you know, you have to kind of like fire off on them a little bit. It could be because there's a certain truth that's come to light for you. This person may feel like you're really blunt with how you deliver your truth too. They may feel like you really are cutting with your words. I mean, I just heard, I don't feel like I have the need to mince my words, you know? There's something you're really being very upfront with here, okay? You're definitely speaking your truth. It's interesting. I just saw a particular painting. I don't remember what it's called, but it's that Salvador Dali painting where the timepiece is melting. Maybe you feel like there's been too much time that's been wasted here. You feel like somebody's just led you on a wild goose chase. You're tired of running in circles and having no idea like what's going on or how something's moving forward. You have no clue, and you're tired of being put in that position. You're demanding to know the truth. You're demanding to be put into the loop of a situation because something's become very surreal. Yeah, Dali was a surrealist. So something's become very surreal, and you want it to be a little bit more grounded. I think you have realized that somebody's been putting on a front. They've been wearing a false face. You know, I think the mask is getting pulled away. It's being revealed. You're seeing this person for who they really are. This is a greedy person, too. This is a greedy person. This person wants something that, you know, you actually have your eyes set on. Okay. This person is sort of like in competition with you for something that you have your eyes set on. And this may be something that goes way back. You may have known this person since childhood. You got the former child star here. There could be like, it's almost like I pick up the like your friends, but it's got almost like a sibling rivalry kind of vibe. For some of you, it may be sibling rivalry. It may. But I feel like if it's in your friend group, this is somebody's like, this is my brother, or this is my sister, you know what I mean? Like this is my friend. It's got these vibes, and somebody here has always been jealous of the other or in competition with the other. And so it's got a little of these vibes, maybe even sabotaging vibes. Maybe somebody's purposely trying to incite some kind of disagreement, argument, or turn you sour towards somebody because they're actually in competition with you, or they're in competition for the person or the opportunity that you want to go for. There could be a trip in connection with this that kind of keeps coming out. I think you feel really pulled in two directions here because everything feels so messy. And this could also be with just your emotions in this situation. Like so much has happened. You don't feel like you have a clue. Maybe you don't know what you should do. Maybe it's you who has to take off a mask and sort of like shed an old identity of who you used to be, how you used to represent yourself. And you sort of like, you know what? I got to just like torch all that. I can't worry about looking cool. I just got to be real, and I got to like show my true face. Oh, show my true face. Show what I really feel here, because something that is like being held in or hidden and is not being shared in an open, honest way is causing somebody to feel really divided and confused about what they should choose. Right? And it's sort of like free yourself from this. And it'll be like a real purification for you if you just like take off the mask, like stop putting on a front. Just let yourself be raw and real and let it come out. And maybe there will be some people who feel like your words are too biting or your truth is too strong, but you can't keep putting on a happy face and pretending like everything's okay in a situation where it's really not. You got to be authentic, man. And there really is an infinite cosmic mess here. And with an infinite cosmic mess, it doesn't just affect you. You're probably not the only person who feels like this. And the more that, you know, you can kind of bring your truth forward, the more it makes others feel comfortable, like expressing themselves vulnerably and authentically too. And maybe something can be sorted out here. Yes. And I do feel like you feel a little confused and you don't know what you should do, right, in this situation. And there could be a competitive component here with either like a sibling or, you know, a really close friend. This is an undercurrent that's been here like for a long time in that case, I have to say, okay? Somebody was always considered like the star or the center of attention or the most desired or the one to always score or the one that received all the praise or all the attention, and somebody else has a big problem with it. And so this person is creating kind of, you know, they're putting you in two minds about something because they're trying to like almost project an image of somebody to you that maybe you have a connection with or somebody you want to move forward with or something. And they want to project this, superimpose this, their projected insecurities, fears, issues around this person onto your image of them. Okay? Because it's a competitive situation. I hope that makes sense, right? Yeah. And you know, it's a very vengeful thing, right? Yes, vengeance. It's a very vengeful thing to, you know, betray someone's heart in such a way, or to have them put the brakes on moving forward with something because you've made them feel in some way it's not safe for them to be vulnerable and be in their heart and share what they feel because, oh, that person you're wanting to head toward or that you're wanting to talk to, they're like, they're an evil, awful person or whatever, you know. You know who someone is and you know what's right for you. You know what's right and in alignment with your heart. And at some point here, I don't know, I'm getting a little bit of this. You got to stop taking in so much helpful advice from so many people and involving them in your business because it creates a mess. Things become very convoluted in this regard. And I do feel like it's actually the opposite. Like, it's almost like whoever you're dealing with is telling you, you need to put up your guard, you know, no, don't show how you feel, because if you do that, you know, this is what's going to happen. They're really trying to dissuade you from actually allowing yourself to be authentic. Like, they think you should keep putting on airs or leading someone on or whatever. You have to start questioning what is the motive there around that. There's something you need to look at deeper here. You shouldn't be on the attack toward this person. Like, it's actually preventing you from moving forward in a way that would be in alignment with your heart. And where you are feeling hurt, you know, this is about kind of like dropping down the weapons and like letting yourself be unguarded and understanding that in speaking your truth, okay, even if it comes out a little raw or rough or it doesn't look freaking pretty, or maybe people haven't seen this side of you, or maybe they think the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth freaking does. This is far better off for you. You won't be divided anymore. You'll feel free once you speak it, man. I really feel that. And things will become clear. But until you do this, it's like you're just wasting time at the crossroads, feeling divided about which way you should go. Why? Because not wanting to sort of like drop this facade of like, I'm so strong. It's okay to feel like, you know, you need support, or it's okay for your emotions to have space held for them too. You don't need to keep it all together for everybody. You know, but if you sit here like worrying about how it's going to look or how it's going to come off or what so-and-so is going to think about it, or all the fear mongering that's been put on you by people in your social circle or your family who are telling you all the reasons why you shouldn't do this. And maybe you do have a lot of visibility, okay? Former child star, maybe you do. Maybe you're worried about your public image. Maybe you're worried about your reputation because who you're drawn to breaks the mold. Other people think it's not a good look for you, or for whatever reason, it's not good for your image. There's something really like, it's time for like the facade to fall away. I got that. What's keeping you divided is that you're still wearing the mask. You're still engaging in the social pleasantries. You're still pretending that something's okay that's not. And it's compromising you and seriously dividing you. It's dividing you. And as soon as you recognize that, you'll experience this purification. And it makes you feel free. You feel free of this burden. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Sometimes the most beautiful transformations in our life, they happen first by an infinite cosmic mess. Just like the butterfly, you know, it turns to goop. It's an infinite cosmic mess. But then it takes flight, and it's a beautiful thing, right? I feel like you're in this process right now. But, you know, you have the opportunity to free yourself from that. You do. All you have to do is speak your truth. Bring your fire forward, man. Use your spear of blue. Take action. Speak your truth. Don't be divided. Don't stay here in two minds at the crossroads. Like, you don't know how much time you got, man. You never know how much time you got. What's more important? Looking like the strong one? Looking like you got it all together? Is that really what's important at the end of the day? Especially when time's ticking. There's something about this. Time's ticking. Time's ticking. Let me do a cut of the deck, okay? I don't think you're going to be able to hold it in much longer. Yeah, I mean, Aquarius, seriously. There's something here you need to cleanse away. Okay, this could be an eye for an eye mentality. Okay, this could be somebody you've dealt with that always like comes at you in a combative way because they're jealous of you or in competition with you, causes problems for you. This is also your vision, your own vision. Forget what other people's vision is for your life. What is your vision for your life? Forget what people have to say. It doesn't matter. You don't need anybody's validation. And again, there's this piece. You could get real old sitting around here waiting to have any clarity, listening to what all these other people have to say about what you need to do. You know what's best for you, okay? You're going to get a clear view of something here. Somebody's got you right where they want you, you know, right where they want you. And you're about to lose the keys to the kingdom, right? Why? Because you're afraid of like it being embarrassing or how people look at you or what they think of you and how that will affect your public image or whatever. But this is where you're really at right now. You're being subservient to like these ideals, this BS. And because you're being subservient to this, your happiness can elude you, all because you want to just have this facade, this appearance. You don't want to like really get naked and real and raw and let it come out and share your truth. No? Or you're dealing with somebody who's like this. And that's what's holding things up. And there's a transformation that wants to happen here, but because somebody feels so divided, the transformation's not happening. It's staying in the goop stage, okay? And that's why everything's so mixed up. So there's something that needs to be transformed here. All right, I'm going to get super awesome future cards for you. Feel very called to this, some kind of trip, okay? There's that trip piece. There's some kind of trip coming forward in this situation, an opportunity to go on an adventure. It could be from taking your head out of the sand. You know, that rider is riding an ostrich. Okay, so this could very much be about, you know, what's going on down under, okay? What's going on in the subconscious, you know? What's really going on all around you? Maybe you've been too internalized for a while. Now it's time to kind of like, you know, take your head out of the sand. Look at where you're really at. Look at the lay of the land. Look at where things are at, how you're feeling, what's really going on. Maybe you don't know where that place called home is, where you feel like you really belong. Maybe you do got a lot on the line. Maybe you do have a lot of security on the line. Maybe you got a household on the line. You got real life concerns, as does everybody else, but yet there's like a spirit of adventure that's calling you. You want something more. I feel like you need to go somewhere to get that something more. There's some kind of trip. Maybe somebody's trying to talk you out of taking a trip. where you feel like you could get some of these answers you need or this alignment you need. You need to trust your own judgment. You need to follow the compass of your own heart, right? Yeah, look at this. Zombies. There are people around you who are trying to feast on your brains, you know? They're trying to make you cloudy-headed. This is a repeat cycle. It just keeps coming up again and again and again. And it's the same old loop. You've been down this road a million times before. And as long as you let these people keep controlling the narrative of your life, you're already buried. What are you even doing here? Whose life are you living? You're living someone else's life. And why? Because you're afraid of how people will judge you, what they'll think, how it'll affect your image. Who cares? This is your life. It makes me think of Dogma. That song Dogma, KMFDM. She says in it, this is your life. This is your effing life. It's your life, man. You can give away your power. You can let other people call the shots for you, make the decisions about what's best for you, you know, keep them happy. And meanwhile, you know, you just feel like, you know, confused and you don't know what to do because everybody is giving you so much advice and so much input about what you need to do. And what you really need to do is you need to trust your own inspiration, because you are leading this charge of the Aquarian age, and it's all about rebelling against what doesn't work for you, what makes you feel trapped, what makes you feel dissatisfied. It's about moving into expansion. You know, it's about taking risks. And when we think about expansion, we also think about, you know, yeah, letting the mask fall, opening the heart and trusting where it leads you, even if you don't have a roadmap. That's like, okay, okay. Got that coming in for you pretty strong. Any further information here, and then I'll do one cut of the deck for you, Aquarius. Any further details for Aquarius on this? Yeah, look at this. This is what is being held up from you. It's your happiness. The manifestation of your happiness. This is your light at the end of a long, dark tunnel, man. And it's not an oncoming train. You know, this is what's meant for you. That you're letting so many people like put fear in you about really claiming your happiness, that you're holding yourself back and you're settling for less. You're settling for less, and it's not cutting it. It's not cutting it. Yeah, will this throw things into chaos a little bit? Yep, it will, but there'll be help. And there are people that really are on your side and that do really care for you. And they'll help you along the way. Could there be some solar flare-ups? Yeah, some people are going to feel a little bit hot under the collar about it. You know, they're going to have some words to fire off. Oh, well, you need this directional reroute. It's aligned with your North Node, and it's going to bring you happiness here. It's what's going to bring the light back into your life again. You need some lightness of being. And see, right now, this is the problem. There's too many secrets. There's too many people involved. There's too many people running the narrative behind the scenes. There are going to be 3 people in particular here, you know. You got some people around you that don't have your best interests at heart, you know, and you know this. And these people are interfering in what you need to bring into alignment for yourself. You may have been in this arrangement, you know, you may have been part of this arrangement at one point. You may have been in some clandestine situation. But now you're starting to realize, like, this isn't the fancy feast that I thought it would be. You're ditching it and you're heading out the door, you know, trying to give them the slip. I think you're all in this position in that case, you know, where you're dealing with a group dynamic like that. Nobody's satisfied, right? How could you be, you know? All right. I'm going to do a cut of the deck here. Take the leap, man. You already know where your happiness lies. Stop putting up with a situation that looks all, you know, perfect and pristine on the surface and makes everybody happy, but inside it's really weird. There's a lot of arguments. There's a lot of fights going on in this house. And by the day, you know, it's just getting more and more out there, right? Like I said, you do have some people on your side who can help you get through this. You got loyal people on your side who can help you launch into that new beginning, all right? And bring an old cycle to close. But This is about you really deciding who you want to align with. Do you want to align with true people? Do you want to align with loyal people? Do you want to align with people who actually have your back, who support you, who want you to be happy and will be there to help you get through it, who will stand by your side even as other people like turn their backs on you? Or do you want to like kiss up to like some really like catty, superficial people because it looks good for your image? I think the answer is pretty clear, and I think you know that. And I think you know cases where you're dealing with people who move like that. And it's time for you to just trust your own heart and allow it to be seen and speak it, even if it comes out raw. Speak your truth, even if your knees are shaking, man. And it's the very thing that's going to set you free.